Hey guys, how's it going? It is my different username here, and today I get to be showing you another gun from the game Call of Duty Ghosts. And I know it's been a very long time since I've actually made a gun from the game, but I'm finally here to show you off one of the marksman rifles from the game. It's very famous for its high rate of fire. It's unlocked by 6 squad points, and there's definitely a lot of features to talk about with this weapon because there's just a lot of stuff that comes along with it. It's a really nice weapon. I enjoyed making this video for it and even making it itself. And even though it did take a while to make a video, like around 2 weeks, just to make this one video, I'm still gonna enjoy it. So here it is, the Lego MR-28 marksman rifle. So in the game Call of Duty Ghosts, the MR-28 is known as a marksman rifle, but in real life, it's actually known as a designated marksman rifle, or DMR, and it's also called the G28 rifle. And basically, they have the same traits as one another, but most likely Call of Duty had to change the name due to copyright issues. That's normally the reason why you would see a gun named from the G28 to Marksman Rifle 28. And when it comes to the rifle and the way it looks, I have to admit, I really do like the color scheme on it, with the tan, the dark gray, the black, and some various colors here and there. But something that was noted about it was the fact that there were actually darker shades of tan on the gun, but I couldn't get because I don't really have any pieces in those colors. So besides that, it is a great looking rifle either way. So the foregrip that you actually see on the gun isn't just a part of its attachment list, but it is actually a part of the gun itself, and it actually has a second function, and that function is being a bipod. Due to the fact though that I can't really make something like a bipod feature on a foregrip work due to the fact that there's not really that much space to actually work with, so I basically put some studs under there that are angled and just made it look like it had the function even though it really doesn't. Another attachment, just like the foregrip, is the laser sight, and you can actually see this on the left side of the gun. You can see it all the time, but it's never actually used. But luckily, I did go out of my way to actually make a working laser, and because of the fact that it's day, I have to change it to night. There we go. And as you can tell, it is a nice looking laser. It looks really cool and everything, but it isn't actually functional, meaning that it doesn't actually line up in sight, but at least it does look cool. And if it came to actually making it accurate to the scope and the iron sight, that would make it very difficult to do, but at least I was able to make it work this much. Right here we actually have the main receiver for the weapon, and as you can tell, it is another standard M4 platform for this gun. And something cool about it is the fact that the selector on it is ambidextrous, meaning that left-handed and right-handed shooters can use this weapon very easily, which is a very cool feature. It also has some various details here and there, including on the sides and even various parts of this weapon where they have the logo ASR written on it, and ASR stands for Astra Service Relations. And they also have some writing under the logo too on the mag well that says Hoffa and Weizen. To be honest, I actually looked this up and tried to figure out what it was, but I had no idea what it was. And as you can tell, the white markings on the gun also stand for ASR. This logo is literally written all over this weapon, so anywhere where you see white, which isn't under the actual logo itself or on the safety switch, is basically ASR on it. But due to the fact that it is made out of Lego, I couldn't actually write any ASR logo on it to be a little bit more accurate. But anyway, here we have the magazine for the weapon, and it's kind of strange to talk about the magazine because it does for some reason hold not 30, not 20, but 24 rounds. I don't know. That is a pretty strange number if you ask me. But anyway, this gun also features the 4-sided rail system where you can literally add nothing but scopes, red dots, laser sights, foregrips, anything that you can possibly imagine that would fit on, you can actually fit on. It's really nice because it has a lot of length, so that means a lot of attachments if needed. So up next we actually have the stock for this weapon. It's also a retractable stock, and something cool about it is the fact that it's actually similar to other designs that I've actually made in the past, but it has a few differences here and there. The fact that it's tan isn't really one of them, but also the fact that it actually has a little bit more of a cheek rest on it, and it's not just a solid wall, it actually has an angle to it, and it makes it really comfortable to aim down the sights. But something different about it was the fact that I had to actually have the rubber band system go through the stock. That was a little different, but besides that, it does work just like the older models do, and it still looks nice at the same time, which is pretty cool. So now that we've covered the gun completely, now we can move on to the sights, or should I say the scope. And when it comes to the scope, it's pretty interesting because of the fact that it looks like it's put on backwards. The magnification part is actually in the back and the rest is just in the front. It's actually pretty cool. We have some dials here and there with also some added tactical rails on top, just in case you need to add like a mini rail system or something like that. But either way, it is pretty interesting looking because normally you wouldn't see something like this popping in out of the battlefield or not. Now right here we can actually talk about the sights, and when it comes to these sights, they're pretty cool. These are actually flip up iron sights that can be used just in case you have a situation where the scope gets damaged during combat, or you just need something of lower magnification just so you can get into close quarter combat. And something cool about it is the fact that while I was making this, it actually did remind me of a CM901 from Modern Warfare 3, believe it or not. Take off the foregrip and the laser sight, and it just looks and feels like a CM901. That was just something that I thought was pretty interesting about it. So in conclusion, all I can really say about the MR-28 is that it is an amazing rifle to use in the game for Call of Duty Ghosts, and I gotta say, due to the fact that it does have a high rate of fire, means that it is a really great weapon to use in close quarter situations. Just take off the scope, put some iron sights on it, and you'll be ready to take out enemies left and right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and test out this weapon. So subscribe for more ghost weapons, like, favorite, and comment if you have enjoyed, and as always, thanks for watching.